Black Crown. He is want. He desires all. Greed is his life. He wears gold to shine above all. He consumes all and leaves nothing for anyone else. Selfishness is his heart. To get rid of him is to get rid of everyone else. He is Black Crown. How does one go about killing a concept? To destroy the very emotion behind it? The easy answer is that you can't. The harder answer is that you really can't. Black Crown is a creature that embodies two concepts: greed and gluttony. Black Crown looks like a pitch-black demon with an insect-like exoskeleton. Its head bears a growth that resembles a crown. The creature's height exceeds 7 feet, and it walks around in a solid gold robe that somehow moves like fabric. Adding to its unsettling appearance is a set of perfect, human-like teeth that are constantly bared in a disturbing grin. It can even speak. In fact, it speaks every human language at once. Whoever hears its words knows exactly what it is saying. Survivors all claim that it spoke to them in the language they were most familiar with, though with a touch of a foreign accent that they couldn't quite place. It is a yearnful being that wants all it sees before it, and it is never satisfied with what it already has. It wants, and so it takes, but no matter how much it owns, it is never satisfied. Once something comes into its possession, it all but forgets about it. It is always looking for more. More of everything. Its tastes are variable, and so are its values. One day it will quest for gems and precious metals, and the next it will pursue artwork or famous works of literature. It will do anything it can to indulge its obsession. This often means the death of the original owner. If they don't give it up, the Black Crown will happily brutalize the person and take the item. He says that it's fair when he asks the person politely for the object of his desire. If they don't give it, it's that person's fault for not complying with his reasonable request. When not actively questing for an item, the Black Crown displays a cheerful personality when spoken to. He's always cheerful. That's the danger, because one never knows when he will decide he wants something of yours. If its desires were restricted to material goods, the damage could be managed, mitigated. But his greed is not restricted to material objects. Black Crown also lusts for non-material things, intellectual and otherwise, and can take them for his own. Things like love, ambition, intelligence, friendships, Black Crown will take it all, leaving the victim bereft of those things. They will be left with a hole in their lives, knowing, on a fundamental level, that something vital to them was stolen. For those victims who have lost core traits or emotions to the Black Crown, it is not uncommon for them to take their own lives, or worse, transform into horrific monsters. Monsters similar to the Black Crown, lusting for something that was taken from them. But unlike Black Crown, they are unable to recover what was taken. It drives them into a berserk frenzy, costing many lives before they are put down. To repeat, if it has value, Black Crown will take it. So how do you kill a concept? The personification of sins. Black Crown's body isn't indestructible. Highly durable, yes, possessing inhuman strength, speed and reflexes, of course. But most things aren't bulletproof, aren't immune to poison. Black Crown's body can be destroyed if enough damage is inflicted, after which it will collapse into black sand, its golden robe vanishing into the ether. The problem is, again, the Black Crown is a universal constant, and like other creatures of its kind, its nature is parasitic. As one body is destroyed, its consciousness is instinctively attracted to a host capable of overwhelming greed. Once it finds such a host, it will possess their body. This process is not limited to a specific time frame. It may wait months before selecting an appropriate host. The domination and subjugation of the host is not instantaneous. The Black Crown works from the inside out, starting with their internal organs and slowly working on their brain and mind, taking their very personality apart, one thought, one memory at a time, until all that is left is greed. And then, Black Crown takes that too. The result of this process is the Black Crown in human form, but it does not remain this way for long. It may spend weeks pretending to be human, wrecking its host's life in the process so that even if there was a way to undo the body theft, there would be no life to come back to. Finally, to complete the transformation into its evil, demon-like form, the Black Crown will summon its golden robe and don it. In that moment, the transformation is complete. It may be that the robe itself is a catalyst that triggers the change, or it could be that it is simply a symbol of the process's completion. Its body becomes a perfect copy of its previous form. The body grows larger, the skin darkening and hardening. Finally, the Black Crown forms over its head, and it's as though the creature was never killed in the first place. It will possess all of its previous memories, retaining every piece of information it has ever known, particularly the location of all the treasure it wants to steal. The rule for the Black Crown is somewhat different. Any agent who sees it is to make every attempt to avoid its attention. The creature must never learn about the agency and the many creatures or items that have been collected over the centuries. The agency is simply too tempting of a target. All kill missions are to be completed from a distance, with agents using snipers and heavy ordnance. Agents must never allow their identities to be known to the creature and are instructed to immediately suicide should they ever catch its attention. The cyanide-filled tooth implanted in all field agents prior to undertaking missions will ensure that one can take their own life before the creature has an opportunity to take anything else from them. Black Crown is so much of a threat that the agency has no choice but to take a very hands-off approach.